People do not believe lies online just because they are stupid. That explanation is too easy. The real answer is more uncomfortable. Sometimes a lie works because it fits the way the human brain already processes information. It feels familiar. It gets repeated until it starts to sound normal. And online, those signals move faster than careful thinking. That is why a false idea can spread before the truth even gets organized. So the real question is not, why do people believe lies? The better question is, what makes a lie feel true? To understand that, we need to look at the brain as a prediction system. Your brain is not checking every piece of information from zero. That would be too slow. They let you move through the world without analyzing everything in detail. But online, those same shortcuts can be exploited. The first shortcut is familiarity. The more often you see a statement, the easier it is for your brain to process. And when something becomes easier to process, it can start to feel more true. This is called cognitive fluency. The brain often confuses easy with accurate. A sentence that is simple, repeated, and familiar can feel more believable than a complicated explanation that is actually more correct. And familiarity can quietly turn into belief. Not because you carefully checked it, but because your brain has seen it enough times to stop treating it as new. This is one reason lies can spread faster than corrections. A false claim may be simple and repeatable. The correction may be longer, slower, and less emotionally satisfying. The lie says, "This one thing explains everything." The truth says, "It depends. Here is the context." Online, the first version travels better. The second shortcut is confirmation. People like to think they believe things after checking the evidence, but often we notice evidence more easily when it supports what we already think. That is confirmation bias. If a claim matches your suspicion, your brain gives it a discount. It feels plausible before you verify it. This does not mean people are intentionally dishonest. It means the brain is not a neutral judge. It is also a lawyer. It protects your existing model of the world. And online, your feed can make that stronger. If you click, watch, like, comment, or pause on a certain type of content, the system learns that this content holds your attention. Then it shows you more of it. Not necessarily because it is true. The feed gives you more of the same pattern. Your beliefs feel more supported. And the next similar claim feels even more obvious. That is how a belief can become stronger without becoming more accurate. The third shortcut is emotion. False information often travels well because it makes people feel something quickly. Anger, fear, injustice. Emotion tells the brain, "This matters." When something feels emotionally important, people are more likely to share it, remember it, and react to it. That does not mean emotional information is always false. The verification step gets skipped. This is especially powerful when the information gives your brain a clear villain, a clear victim, and a clear explanation. Simple emotional stories are easier to spread than complex systems. A lie with a villain travels faster than a truth with nuance. A calm correction may be accurate, but a shocking falsehood may get more engagement. And engagement is often what the system rewards. The fourth shortcut is social proof. Humans are social learners. If many people around you believe something, your brain pays attention. That makes sense. For most of human history, watching the group was useful. A claim can look credible because many accounts repeat it. A video can feel important because it has millions of views. A comment section can make one belief look like the obvious majority. But popularity is not the same as truth. It is only a signal that something spread. Online, that distinction is easy to forget. When a false claim is surrounded by likes, comments, confidence, and repetition, it can feel socially verified. Your brain sees a crowd and thinks, maybe they know something. A chart can look scientific. A blue check or large following can imply trust. A technical phrase can create the feeling of depth. A person speaking calmly can feel more believable than someone who is actually more careful. This is a problem because confidence and accuracy are not the same thing. A wrong person can sound certain. A careful person may sound uncertain because they are being precise. Online, certainty often wins attention. They become part of who we are. They connect to our group, our values, our fears, our status, or our sense of being a good person. When information touches identity, belief becomes harder to update. A correction can feel less like new information and more like an attack. That is why facts alone do not always change minds. Sometimes the belief is doing a social job. It protects belonging. It protects status. It protects a story about the world. And if a lie protects identity better than the truth does, the lie may feel safer. The seventh factor is speed. Online information moves faster than verification. More uncertainty. The lie is fast because it is simple. The truth is slow because reality is complicated. This creates an information race where the easiest version often wins first. The eighth factor is context collapse. Online, information is constantly removed from its original setting. A clip loses the full conversation. A screenshot loses the source. A photo loses the date and location. Without context, your brain fills in the gaps, and it usually fills them with the story that already makes sense to you. This is why partial truths can be so powerful. Online lies do not always work by inventing everything. Sometimes they work by arranging real pieces in a false way. The ninth factor is algorithmic reinforcement. Algorithms do not need to believe the lie. They only need to notice that people react to it. If a claim gets attention, comments, shares, watch time, or conflict, the system may distribute it more. This does not mean every platform is intentionally promoting falsehood. It means the system is optimized for engagement, and false information can be highly engaging when it is emotional, simple, surprising, or identity-based. So the algorithm becomes an amplifier. The human brain supplies the shortcuts. The content supplies the emotional hook. The social network supplies the crowd. The recommendation system supplies repetition. Together, they make a lie feel more real than it deserves. This is why smart people can believe false things online. So what can help? Not perfect skepticism. If you doubt everything, you become just as easy to mislead in a different way. The goal is better friction, a pause, a question before sharing, a search before believing, a check for original context. If the answer is yes, slow down, because the most shareable information is often designed to move faster than judgment. Also ask, is this simple because it is clear, or simple because it removed the hard parts? Good explanations simplify reality without breaking it. Bad explanations simplify reality by deleting the parts that do not fit. And finally, do I believe this because it is true, or because it feels useful to believe? That is the uncomfortable one. They make the world feel less random. But feeling true is not the same as being true. Online lies work because they do not only attack knowledge. They use the normal machinery of the human mind. Algorithmic repetition. That is the system, and once you see the system, you become a little harder to fool, not because you stop being human, but because you understand what being human is doing in the background. Complex ideas, made simple.